More than 50 years ago, the future did not look bright for families and individuals affected by developmental disabilities. They were separated from society, even ridiculed. Worst of all, there was nowhere to turn for help. Then, a group of determined people banded together to support one another and provide some hope. This was the ARC.
Families said, we need to do something. And the next thing you knew, they were coming together to establish the ARC of Massachusetts and the ARC of the United States.
The ARC's many accomplishments over the decades include two especially significant events.
John F. Kennedy's bill to combat mental retardation, the ARC was right there to help advance that bill, which provided the first framework for community services in the United States and in Massachusetts. And then the most recent would have been the Boulay settlement, which helped 2,000 people who were waiting to move into homes and get support and move to a home of their own in the community.
This legacy of pioneering work on behalf of individuals with developmental disabilities continues today.
Our two big roles are advocacy and education. Advocacy because someone's got to fight on behalf of families and individuals with disabilities. Things don't just happen automatically. And education because individuals need to be connected with the right resources.
These stories represent just a small sample of how the ARC makes a difference. The Green family found out that their new baby son, Connor, had a rare disease called Williams syndrome. Suddenly, they had to deal with unexpected physical and developmental problems.
It's overwhelming in that there's no one who has really gone down that path before to tell you, this is what you do, this is the steps that you can take, this is what he'll be great at, this is where the challenges will lie.
Fear that you'll know what decisions to make, where to look, where to turn.
So to have a program like ARC and early intervention come in and say, don't worry about it, we're going to show you different ways to help Connor grow and help Connor be the best Connor he can be. It's so emotionally calming.
Oh, you want him to be as healthy, as happy, as fulfilled as he can be. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. So we're very happy.
Without ARC being there, I don't know where we would have turned.
Roger Walsh is an independent adult and a shining example of a real contributor to the community.
One of the things that's been Roger's biggest asset has been his pride. He will insist on being as independent as possible.
Roger was institutionalized at 3 years of age and later lived in a foster home. Legally blind, Roger eventually went to the Perkins School and flourished. After that, he found the South Norfolk County ARC, LifeWorks, and their individual support programs.
The role of LifeWorks and the role of SNARC and the ARC of Mass is to give people like Roger an opportunity. Roger will take the opportunity when you give it to him.
It's important to me to have a job. It's just like anybody else who have a job. I think it's very important to have a job so you can make the money and you're able to do the things you like to do and do the things you need to do. You have to pay the bills. It's life, unfortunately.
Put him in the position of having the opportunity for a great job. Put him in the position of an apartment. Put him in the position of participating in bowling leagues and other social things.
There it is. I knew that was in there.
Now he's had the opportunity to be selected to serve on the ARC Mass Board of Directors, and that's something he takes great pride in.
It gets me to kind of speak up for people when, like, if there's a budget crisis, and sometimes we have to call the representative or the senator just to kind of put a little bug in their ear and say, hey, don't take this much out on us. And sometimes you have to express your feeling in a nice way, but in a firm way.
ARC is extremely important because someone has to be a leader in making these things happen for people.
I don't think I'd be as strong, and I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing, because they really helped a lot.
Like the Greens, the Gibbs family had many questions when their daughter Samantha was born with Down syndrome.
Will she be happy? Will she be healthy? Will she be accepted? What can we do to make sure that all of those things happen for her? We were absolutely thrilled that a place like ARC existed. You know, it was a giant sense of relief to know that we had a place where we could go, a tremendous resource we could avail ourselves of that can help Samantha now and things that will help her in her future to achieve the goals that she's going to achieve.
The Gibbs know that life would be much different for them and their 2 sons had the Ark not existed.
Without the Ark, we would have no balance in our lives. We would ourselves be Samantha's Ark, and it would not leave us time for any other thing in our life.
There are many more rewarding stories. Reggie Maloran is another example of someone now living independently with support. Years ago, no one would have thought this was possible with someone like Reggie, who has trouble expressing himself verbally. And Ann Murphy shares this lovely home with 4 other women. Ann works 3 different part-time jobs and enjoys doing artwork. Here, she and her friends talk about their day, cook their own meals, and enjoy camaraderie and a sense of independence. Without the Ark, many of the publicly funded services like early intervention and employment support would not exist. But taxpayer dollars do not pay for the advocacy and education provided by the Ark of Massachusetts and its local chapters. Much has been accomplished, but much more needs to be done.
We will have succeeded when no one's got to wonder why an individual with disability should be working at their location, or have the ability to access the public transportation, or be able to live in their home as an adult without being segregated in an institution.
When you support the Ark, you help these people achieve their goal, and there isn't anything that feels better than helping these people do that.
I don't know any other resource that provides the same types of benefits and guidance that ARC provides.
You're supporting your neighbor, and your dollars are going to be utilized tenfold.